There's something special about holding a game in your hands. The artwork, the case, the manual, if you're lucky enough to have one. Every game on a shelf tells a story, not just about the game itself, but about where you were when you played it. For years, it felt like physical games were slowly disappearing. Digital downloads became the norm, and many people wondered if collecting would eventually become a thing of the past. And this week, we all know what happened. Physical games are being phased out by Sony. But something interesting is happening. Gamers are coming together. Collectors, casual players, retro fans, and even people who grew up buying digital games are rediscovering the value of owning something real. More people are buying physical copies, preserving older titles, sharing collections online, and reminding the gaming industry that ownership still matters. This isn't about choosing sides. Digital games are convenient, and they're an important part of gaming's future. But physical games offer something different. They give us the freedom to display our collections, lend games to friends, revisit classics years later, and preserve gaming history for future generations. When you look at the evolution of PlayStation from the PS1 to the PS2, the PS3, the PS4, and now the PS5, you can actually see gaming history sitting on a shelf. Each generation represents thousands of memories, late-night gaming sessions, childhood favorites, games that introduced us to new worlds, stories we'll never forget. Every case is a snapshot of a moment in time. That's why so many gamers are choosing to keep physical media alive. Not because they're against progress, but because they believe gaming history deserves to be preserved. And the best part? This isn't being driven by one company or one community. It's happening because gamers everywhere are showing that physical games still matter. Every collection shared online, every game rescued from a thrift store, every shelf proudly displayed sends the same message. These games are worth saving. Gaming has always been about bringing people together. Now it's bringing people together to protect its own history. Whether your collection has 5 games or 500, you're part of that story. Because every physical game that's kept, shared, and played is another piece of gaming history that lives on. And it's something worth celebrating. So here's to the shelves that keep growing, the classics that never stop being played, and the community proving that physical gaming isn't fading away. It's finding a new generation of people who appreciate what it represents. The future of gaming can be digital, but not at the cost of physical games. We must have a choice. Its history deserves a place on our shelves. The future of gaming is almost certainly going to include more digital releases. That trend probably isn't going away. But the response from gamers shows there's still a strong demand for physical games. Every time someone chooses the disc version instead of the download, they're sending a message that ownership, collecting, and preservation still matter. Whether that changes Sony's long-term plans remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: physical gaming isn't going down without a fight.